Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Philip.
And I'm Chloe. We're here to chat about books and explore the stories that stay with us after we've turned the page.
From reviews to recommendations, we've got you covered.
So grab a cozy spot and a fun drink and let's get reading.
This is
The Notable Readers.
In the school year, I'm always there.
Similarly vanished 14 years ago, never to be found. Laundry, it's just like, ugh, and then
as of filming this on February 27th.
Alright, y'all. It's time for our favorite segment. You already know, drink of the day. Philip, what's yours?
I have Ocean Spray Cranberry Grape Juice. Chloe, what's yours?
I have some chamomile tea in my berry bookish mug
Don't piss me off.
that Philip does not own.
Because somebody broke it.
It wasn't me.
You opened the car. You opened the car door and
Girls opens the car door. I didn't place it in there like you did. Okay, now we're going to talk about our monthly TBR. We used to do our current reads, but we're not actually currently reading these because this is pre-filmed. You could probably guess. So we're not doing our monthly TBR. So these are books that we want to read in March. Philip, go ahead.
So the book that I'm currently reading, as of filming this on February 27th, so 2 days, is I Wrote This for Attention by Lucas Gage. I always say Cage because it looks like a C.
Oh yeah.
And for the summary, a riveting and heartwarming memoir by the actor of White Lotus and Euphoria that details his upbringing in the West Coast, including a broken family, struggles with addiction, sex, borderline personality disorder, and his commitment to being the center of attention at all times, even as he actually becomes a star. Lucas Gage was having one of the shittiest weeks of his life. His beloved grandmother was dying, and Lucas was sitting next to his father, a man who had been mostly absent in his son's childhood, except when talking to Lucas about tits because he loved nothing more than tits. Sorry. This is my first time reading this.
I can tell.
And listening to Howard Stern on the radio. They were across the street from the building in Century City, where months prior, Lucas had to grapple with his dissolution of his marriage that week had it all: death, divorce, and daddy issues. In that room, Lucas did the smartest thing anyone can do in a crisis: doom scroll to see what people on the internet were saying about him. People were calling him an attention whore, and they were absolutely right. Lucas Gage. I'm not laughing at him. Lucas Gage was no stranger to going viral. He loved attention. As a toddler, he set his room on fire. As a child, he hugged and flirted with women at Hooters to his father's delight. As a teen, he stole handles of alcohol and cherry cough syrup. He had sex in a restroom at Chili's. And fell hopelessly in love with a girl who wore an ankle monitor. He became an actor in a film That Scene in White Lotus, If You Know, You Know. I don't know. And Lucas was scared of the attention, and yet he craved it more than anything in the world. I Wrote This for Attention is riveting, exquisite memoir full of heart that chronicles Lucas coming of age in the haunting underbelly of San Diego and clawing his way to stardom. Lucas captures the universal anxieties of transitioning from innocence to adulthood and of feeling too much and nothing at all. Sex and death, fame and familial strife, drug abuse, and raya. I Wrote This for Attention is a remarkable achievement of healing and of vaping through therapy sessions and of having courage to forgive that family that hurt you and set yourself free. So, I didn't read this summary. I surely got the book for the title because it's a good title for memoir. Because I think that's why all authors write a memoir.
Yeah. He
was just more upfront about it. I'm not laughing at him. I was laughing with him. I don't think he was laughing. But yeah. So this is my current read. It's just only because yesterday my teacher, she was like, "Oh, what book are you reading?" And she opened it and read it, and then she goes, "Oh." I was like, so I didn't buy it for the summary. I should have bought it for the title.
Well, now you know what she read.
Chloe, what's yours?
So, my book that I want to read, I'm going to start soon, is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. This is actually a book club book for one of the book clubs I'm in at school, so I got it for $10, so That's a seal. But it says, when a teenager vanishes from her Adirondack summer camp, two worlds collide. Early morning, August 1975, a camp counselor discovers an empty bunk. Its occupant, Barbara Van Laar, has gone missing. Barbara isn't just any 13-year-old. She's the daughter of the family that owns the summer camp and employs most of the region's residents. And this isn't the first time a Van Laar child has disappeared. Barbara's older brother similarly vanished 14 years ago, never to be found. As a panicked search begins, a thrilling drama unfolds, chasing down the layered secrets of the Van Laar family and the blue-collar community working in its shadow. Moore's multi-threaded story invites readers into a rich and gripping dynasty of secrets and second chances. It is Liz Moore's most ambitious and wide-reaching novel yet. This sounds really interesting, guys. Like, I know I picked it, but no, I actually didn't pick it. I just bought it. But I'm excited to read this. I don't read a lot of fantasies, so I'm excited to broaden my horizons with a fantasy. So exciting. Okay.
In honor of it being a new month, we're going to pick a new book, and this month's book is The Mad Wife by Megan Church, and Chloe's going to read the summary.
They called it hysteria. She called it survival. Lulu Mayfield has spent the last 5 years molding herself into the perfect 1950s housewife. Despite the tragic memories that haunt her and the weight of exhausting expectations, she keeps her husband happy, her household running, and her gelatin salads to talk with the neighborhood. But after she gives birth to her second child, Lulu's carefully crafted life begins to unravel. When a new neighbor, Bitsy, moves in, Lulu suspects that something darker lurks behind the woman's constant smile. As her fixation on Bitsy deepens, Lulu is drawn into a web of unsettling truths that threaten to expose the cracks in her own life. The more she uncovers about Bitsy, the more she questions everything she thought she knew. And soon, others begin questioning her sanity. But is Lulu truly losing her mind? Or is she on the verge of discovering a reality too terrifying to accept?
Just like last month had a theme being reality TV, since it's March, this month's topic is Women's History in honor of Women's History Month. Women's History Month is a time dedicated to recognizing and celebrating the achievements, contributions, and impact of women throughout history, in every field, every community, and every generation. Sorry guys, I'm sick. It's also time to acknowledge the barriers women have faced socially, politically, economically, and culturally. Women's history isn't just about milestones and accomplishments, it's also about the struggles, resistance, and persistence that shape progress over time. Many of the rights, opportunities, and spaces that women have today came from decades and even centuries of advocacy and sacrifice. By focusing on Women's History Month, we're not just looking at the past, we're examining how the historical expectations and systems still influence experiences in the present. Understanding that history helps us better understand the current conversations around equality, representation, and social norms. So throughout this episode and this month, we'll be diving into themes that connect women's experiences both historically and today, and why those conversations still matter. So with that said, Chloe's now going to talk about how the connection of the book connects to this month's theme.
So as Philip mentioned, women in the 1950s were going through a lot. So for this book, we're going to be really zoning in. Is that the word? Zoning?
Yeah.
We're specifying when it comes to women's mental health and social norms and everything. This book talks a lot about conformity and traditional house roles. It's literally about a housewife. It's called The Mad Wife. So the book really kind of brings topics of that into it that we'll be discussing. So, yep. And then it goes through status. Again, wife, housewife. So obviously we'll also be talking about how in the 1950s men were viewed higher than women and how that kind of affected the woman's mental health as well. And then we're also, again, mental health. We're going to be talking about the different types of diagnosis that were going around and misdiagnosing, which also really connects to the book, which you'll find out later on in the review when it comes to that. And then just loss of identity in general. A lot of women, or you could see in the book how she just didn't know truly what she wanted to do. She just couldn't she couldn't feel like herself. So, yeah. those are some of the topics we'll be discussing and how the book relates to the themes of women's history, especially the 1950s, in their like mental health and everything. Welcome to our segment, Off Topic with the Hot Topics.
Each episode, we're going to talk about a controversial topic related to each week's theme.
It's always good to bring a little spice to our episode with our crazy takes.
So everyone get your opinions ready and let's go.
Off Topic. So the question for the Off Topic today is, what's our least favorite chore and favorite chore to do? And why? Philip?
Do you want to do least favorite?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. So my least favorite is dishes. Now, for like an elaboration, like the dish, like I can take them out of the dishwasher perfectly fine. And, like, I can put them in the dishwasher perfectly fine. However, do you know when like you like have like a sandwich and you make a sandwich and you take it off the plate and then you just eat it and it never touches the plate?
Mm.
That's what I have to touch. So if it's like a thing of cereal or like something where there's food on the plate, I can't touch it. So I can't put it in the dishwasher. If there's nothing on it, I'm fine. Like a cup, easy peasy. But like a plate, because I have a fear of soggy food. Like.
So we all know who couldn't be the housewife? Like.
No, like it makes me queasy because like the thought of like the food like puffing up like actually grosses me out. Getting soggy like it's like the thought of like even like a singular Cheerio like that was stress me out to the point where I'm throwing up in the sink. I know,
but it's already wet. It was in milk.
I know, but it's soggy, so I can't touch it.
So you don't like soggy cereal?
I don't like anything soggy. So like if I do dishes, it has to be like an already like clean plate.
Yeah.
Or I'm taking the dishes out of the dishwasher where there's nothing on them.
Mm. Okay. That's interesting.
Oh, what's your least favorite?
So my least favorite is definitely laundry. I don't know why, because I could just throw it in the washer and dryer and that's it. All I really have to do is hang it up. But something about it just like, I just hate doing it. Like when it's just like laundry, it's just like, ugh, and then like putting it away. I think it's really putting it away. That's my problem. I used to keep my clothes just like in the bin.
I still do.
And then like just take it out, yeah. But I stopped doing that when I went to school, like when I went to college, just because the room was so small that like I feel like I just didn't have room to do that. And I didn't want, clothes to smell up the room or something. Well, actually if they're clean it wouldn't matter, but like still. I don't know. When I went to school, it changed. Like, everything could be, like, I became so much cleaner. My room used to be dirty all the time in, like, high school and stuff. And then I went to school, and it was just, like, clean freak. Like, everything used to be organized. And that's how I am now still. It's like, when I come home, I still do my laundry all the time and all that. But I still hate doing it. I had to do it today. Well, I need to do it today, actually. Philip, what's your favorite?
My favorite one is organizing my room.
Wait, you're such a copycat! You had cleaning your room at first.
No, I did, and I realized that's a lie. I don't like cleaning your room, I like reorganizing it.
Cause now we have to say what, like.
Yours is organizing. Mine's specifically organizing my room.
Okay.
Don't be a hater. So I changed mine from cleaning my room to organizing my room. Because the thought of cleaning my room, like, if I say I'm cleaning my room, like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when I'm always sick. Like, do you know when you're sick and you just have the tissues everywhere and, like, you, like, open a bag of something and you just disperse it everywhere?
Yeah.
Well, my room constantly looks like that because, well, I'm constantly sick. So, especially during the school year. Like, in the school year, I'm always sick. Like, for some reason in the summer and winter, like, on those breaks, it's perfectly fine. It's only when I'm in school is when I'm getting sick. So the thought of cleaning my room, I don't like doing. The thought of organizing it is fine. And, like, I, like, constantly, like, at least twice a month, once every 2 months, go through my entire, like, closet, and I redo everything. You've seen me redo that.
Yeah.
I go through and redo everything, and then, like, it gets to the point where I'm like, I don't like it anymore. And then I rearrange everything in my room, and I rearrange all my drawers and everything. And then it's so funny because, like, I'm always like, okay, take a look at my room, it's not moving anymore, and then next thing you know, it's moved around.
Yeah.
I'm constantly doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like it gives me peace of mind, because then it's, like, a new look every single so often. Like, it's not like I'm, like, stuck looking at the same exact thing every day.
That's true.
Chloe, what's yours?
Mine is organizing as well. Not specifically my room, but I guess kind of my room. More of, like, I love doing my bookshelves and making them look pretty. And, like, the other day I was in my like dorm, and I had gotten some new like body sprays and stuff, body mist. So I reorganized my whole desk just to set those up. I should have done homework, but I was just doing that. Or like, I love like also with like the furniture, making the book room has been super fun. Like moving stuff around and just try to figure out what fits where. I just added a TV in here last night because I just had to get it done last night. I couldn't do it any other time apparently. So, for some reason, but like just doing stuff like that, or just organizing. I love containers. Love containers.
Next week we're going to be talking about the life of women in the 1950s. And yeah. That's a wrap for today's episode of The Notable Readers.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us and talking about these amazing books.
Okay.
Next week we'll be back talking about the life of women in the 1950s. And until next time, keep reading.